What's up, everybody? I'm back with another episode of the Keep Going podcast. Today's guest is Jon McMillan. He's an accomplished comic from Oklahoma City, a musical artist, an entrepreneur, a father, and a dope human being. In this episode, we discuss his journey through stand-up comedy, how he was naturally good at it from the beginning, but through dedication, reps, and honing his craft, he's propelled to new levels. He has a monthly show called Nasty Work at Twister's Comedy Club that he co-hosts with Sid Ham. He has headlining gigs coming up, spent time on the road, and really put in his time with comedy, and it really shows. In this episode, we also get to discuss some funny stories, what it's like to break down jokes, write, and really produce high-level comedy, and just what's on the horizon for his future. I hope you all enjoy this episode. Jon, it was a pleasure sitting down with you. As always, keep going. Well, Jon, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you.
Hey, man, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. I know we had some schedule mix-ups, but thank you for being flexible.
Oh, wow. Pause.
Oh, starting off. Just starting off. But for the listeners, you've been a comic for over 10 years. I've known you since high school. You've always been a good dude. We actually recently had, I would say, probably one of our longer talks when we were outside Trax's art show.
Oh, yeah,
so I've been looking forward to this. I really do appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me, man. And it's been 8 years. I'm not in my 10 years yet, but 8 years, bro. And I'm excited because a lot of things, have been working. So I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path. It's not, time wasted. Yeah.
What is I would think that the path isn't even, everybody's is different in your lane.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I bet there's not even a strict timeline or anything like that.
There isn't, but the old school way of how stand-up used to work, this is before, the internet and all this, social media culture that we have was you had to at least do it 10 years before you could ever headline anything. I mean, that would be the marker of if you were ready, at all. And now because of social media, the skits, the clips, everybody kind of gets fast tracked a little bit. And so the game's a little different now, but I'm just happy that even coming up in all that, I still kind of have I'm still doing it the old school way and everything is making sense.
Yeah. So when you started, was it still more of the old school way, or when you started, it was starting to lean towards the social media?
Yeah, it was definitely, it was half a half, because here's the thing. What really shattered it was, you ever heard of the comedian Andrew Schultz? Mm-hmm. So he kind of made it to what it is today because he just started I think he was one of the first comics to just say fuck it, I'm just gonna put my special on YouTube. He used his own money, shot it, put it on YouTube, and then used that to market to his audience. And then every other comic started doing that because they saw it worked. And then he was also the first to you see clips all the time of people doing crowd work. Mm-hmm. He was the first to do that. So everybody's kind of now just following his blueprint. And because it works, and there's pros and cons to it. The cons are probably that there are a lot of people who should focus more on writing jokes and performing, but everybody's just oh, I'm just gonna film myself and hope I go viral, and next thing you know, I'm selling out an amphitheater. Mm-hmm. But
well, take me to the beginning of yours then. Were you wanting to be a comedian from when you were young? Were you funny around your friends? What does that story look like?
I've always been a fan of comedy. I remember my favorite thing growing up was always Mad TV. Dude, I was so obsessed with that. And I don't know. I never had any ambitions to do it young, I kind of fell into it. I used to do music and stuff. And then I just kind of wanted to do stand-up one time as a bucket list thing. Mm-hmm. And I just did it one time because I met this dude. He was booking me for a music show, but he was a comedian, and he would throw these little art music shows, and he was looking for another musician for his gig. And we met through a mutual friend. And so, yeah, he booked me for it. And while we were talking, I was like, oh, you do like stand up? That's cool, bro. Like, how do you do? I was like, I didn't even know people do that here in OKC, you know, because I had never heard of really any like comedy in Oklahoma. So then he was like, oh, yeah, bro, like go here, here, here. And then I went to one of the mics and I just got hooked, dude. And then it's just been
That was your first open mic?
Yeah.
How long was it? Do you know?
Like how much time did I have to do?
How much time do you get as like those?
Usually it's 5 minutes. That's usually the standard about everywhere. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 5 minutes back then. Yeah, too.
What'd you do if you've never done it for 5 minutes? Like, did you prep or did you just go up there talking shit or what?
I did prep, but like looking back at it now, it was like, I didn't know how to write jokes back then, but like, you know, I tried. But like looking back at what I like wrote back then, it was basically just a journal. Like, you know, I just wrote a bunch of stuff that I thought was funny on a page, but they weren't actually jokes. They're just more thoughts, you know, that I thought were funny. Lord, I don't even remember what those things were.
And do you remember like if you got laughs or anything, or was it pretty rough? Like,
oh no, I did really good. And I think that's what snowballed it, because it's like the endorphins and the feedback and stuff. I mean, I'm sure it was terrible, but the feedback in the room in that night, you know what I'm saying, was positive enough for me to not be like, all right, well.
Well, because there's a difference. Like when you're experiencing open mics, you kind of know what you're there for. So sometimes it may not be someone that's 8 years in like yourself, but they can still be funny. And it's also cool to just see people work through it too. Like when it is a little tougher. You got lucky that your first time was good, but
yeah. I remember there was like some older veteran comics. One of them, he literally, and I thought he was joking, but I guess I really got under his nerves. Like he thought I was like grifting. He was like, because I did that thing where I'm like, you know, when I go up and I'm like, hey guys, it's my first time. You know, a lot of first timers do that because, you know, it's kind of like, take it easy on me. This is probably going to be trash. And, you know, it went okay or whatever. And he was like, man, you like, he accused me of doing like the pull thing, you know,
like pull shark.
Yeah. Like, I was like, no, dude. Like, he's like, nah, fuck that, dude. Like, I've been doing this 4 years. And like, you know,
you're funnier than me.
Like, it took me like at least 3 years to be half as funny as what you did up there. This is not your first time. Why are you lying to people? I was like, shut up, dude.
Just a hater from the beginning. So you not only got like the positive reinforcement from the crowd, but you got your first hater. So you're like, man, I'm doing something right.
Yeah, dude. And like, I don't know. I've never cared about all that. It's just fun to me, dude, because it really is like, dude, it's like a drug, man. Like there's the feeling of dopamine you get like when a joke works, dude, it's indescribable.
Well, like take me through it, because I would think that, like you said, you're getting the endorphins, but you're choosing everything you're saying, and like you don't know what type of feedback. So what is that like? Are you like just not surprised, but I don't know.
I think that's why it feels good, because it's so hard to do. You have to write jokes, and then you have to test them, and then you have to test them on multiple different audiences. And so not even though the joke might be funny, it might not work for a certain demographic, right? So then you learn stuff like that. So then it's almost kind of like boxing in a way, because it's like you're like picking and choosing your spots, right? Like it's like, you know, you don't want to throw a punch at a certain time if his defense is up too hard. Like if the crowd, his defense is up, you kind of wait a little bit and you kind of, you know, wear him down and then wait for the opening for like the big punch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's just really figuring that out, and then being able to like recreate that constantly every time you're on stage.
So like after that first time you get hooked, is it something you started doing regularly then, or did you take some time and then get locked in, or when did you start doing it like full time?
Yeah, I just started just doing it regularly then.
Is regularly like once a week, twice a week? What does it take?
Like every opportunity available, which I remember back then, because those were like the pre-COVID days. Man, dude, we had like, I mean, you could get up on stage like 13 times a week in Oklahoma City alone.
Dang.
And that's not even counting, you know, because there were some people, and I would do this too. There were some people like we'd be going to all the Oklahoma City mics, and then on the days that there weren't Oklahoma City mics, we drive up to Tulsa and then do their mics, just getting it in, you know. Mm-hmm. But then COVID happened, and then like, you know, a lot of businesses failed, so then there was a lot of mics closed because, you know, they usually get held at like bars or restaurants or things like that. And, you know, I mean, honestly, man, like the city, as far as the amount of like mics and opportunities, still hasn't recovered to that crazy level of like what it was in like 2018 and 2019.
What was it like then when you were starting to do it regularly? You said you were like figuring out demographics and the punchlines and things like that. Were you just continuously naturally funny, or did you have to start putting in the work like up front of like writing good jokes, or was it just talent up front?
Yeah, that's a hilarious question. Dude, to tell you the truth, bro, like I don't think I learned how to write a joke until like 4 years ago.
Take me through what that is, though.
Like, and that's the funniest part, because I remember one day it just hit me, because I think I was like 2 years in. I was getting booked, like opening for people, you know, getting a little change. Ooh, I'm getting $50 a show. You know what I'm saying? And then it was the first time I ever recorded myself, like to like kind of like look at game tape. And I looked at my like footage and I go, this is trash. I'm like, what? I was like, why do people? And I'm like, because it's not like when I'm up there on stage, I'm like, no, people are laughing. They're having a good time. I keep getting rebooked. But I'm like, this is bad. Like, I'm not even telling jokes. Like, I'm just up there. Like, I guess I'm entertaining. I guess I have charisma, but like, I'm really not saying shit up there, but it's working, you know? And then I was like talking to this dude. I was like, who was like, you know, I looked up to at the time, like he was like really good. I'm like, bro, like, how come you've never, you know, checked me on this? And he was like, to be honest, dude, I thought you were doing that on purpose. I thought that was the bit. Like, I thought the bit was you were just this charismatic guy that was kind of just like
winging it.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, dude, like
you were trying.
Yeah. So then I had to like learn how to like actually write a joke, actually, because here's the thing. If you don't know how to write jokes, you're really just up there kind of like being a dancing monkey or giving a TED talk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the magic is having like actual jokes, like set up punchline, but you know, you make the audience feel like you're not just saying like, why did the chicken cross the road? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you gotta utilize all those skills at once.
So when you're writing, like, are you just, a thought pops in your head like before where you were journaling funny thoughts, but then you break that down and structure it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I would say even to this day, man, like I'm still like mediocre at writing jokes. I know how to like figure out the whole package. I know how to deliver jokes really good. Well, and I think one of the advantages I've always had since I did come from music was like I've always had the stage presence. So I don't get, you know, really like nervous or anything. Like I'm confident talking in front of crowds of people because I did that for like 10 years before I did the, you know, like.
So 10 years of music before the comedy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So like.
Because that would be the hardest thing to overcome up front, right? Would be standing up there with the mic.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's one of the, for sure, that's one of the hardest things for anybody starting out. You know, there's a lot of people who are really good joke writers, but like they get up on stage, like even they see 20 people out there, they're like, they start to freeze up, get clammy, they forget everything.
So do you think it's just reps that makes you comfortable, or that was one of your natural talents as well?
I think both.
Both?
Yeah, I think both for sure.
But you can still build on it since you were good at it starting out. Now you can be like, oh, well, that is a skill that I can sharpen, just like the joke writing.
Yeah. I think my main thing, like I said, even to this day, though, I still need to get better at joke writing. Like, you know, and I've been working at it for years and I've landed on mediocre. You know,
and which I'm sure you're harder on yourself than others, or do you think that's a realistic overview? Honestly,
it doesn't matter. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I mean? I guess that is me being hard on myself, but I don't know.
Well, that's how you get better.
Yeah, you know.
So when you're like learning to write jokes, you said that was 4 or 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Did you notice a difference in like, not the applause or something because you're already getting that, but like, how did you gauge that you were doing better after getting that structure down?
That's a good question. I've actually never thought about that.
Well, it sounded like you were breaking stuff down before. You're like, I was looking at film, I was doing this. So I figured you had some way to measure it, or if it's just mental.
It might just be mental. I just feel like I feel more comfortable now. Like now I know that I'm actually just like writing. Like when I'm writing like for real jokes, and I'm not just writing diaries and journals. Because a lot of my old notebooks, they're literally just journals, essentially, right? But back then I was like, oh yeah, I'm killing it with this material. It's like, those are, at best premises, bro. You're not even putting any jokes to the premises. You're just premises, just notebooks full of premises and thoughts.
Is that a long process when you are going through the writing process as far as fine tuning something, since you have to look at it a couple times to?
Absolutely, yeah. It's long and tedious, man.
It seems so tough because then you go up there and it's even 5 minutes is a good amount of time, but say 20 minutes or whatever it is, you like write these hours and then have to condense it. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, what was the journey like once you started going every week and doing all that and then started writing? Like, did you start, I know you said your first headline, not first headline, but a big headline is coming up next year in the summer, right? Mm-hmm. When did you start getting, I guess, recognition? Because I would feel like in the comedy scene, you get known amongst the comics. Was that pretty quick or?
Yeah, I would say probably like about like a year and a half, 2 years into doing it. What do you mean by like recognition? Like,
I guess just like, not just recognition from other people, but like, I feel like when you start doing something, when you're like starting to get better at it. Mm-hmm. So I was more interested in that because you were naturally good up front. So I didn't know if it was a couple years in, you like hit your stride and now it's like stage time is nothing, or if it was something that like you ended up having to work on later.
Oh, well, to be fair, I still don't feel like I've hit my stride, and I think I'll probably always feel this way because I'm kind of like this with like everything though. Like even like with the music stuff, like you could see people like who know me, and they'll be.
Sorry, John.
I have a chair that belongs in here.
Ow. It's all good.
Yeah, but like
we just had to interrupt greatness. I mean, look at that. God dang, my bad.
White women are right again. No, I'm joking.
Can't ever have nothing nice.
No, but no, I'm like that with everything. I'm one of those perfectionist people. Like nothing's ever going to be good enough for me.
That's probably why.
And I've accepted that about myself, and I let the rest be everybody else's view and opinion.
Well, tell me about like, I know there's got to be a time you bombed, right?
Oh, all the time.
Like, yeah, what is that process like? Like, how do you keep moving forward and not caring? Because it's just part of it. Because you're going to start out with new stuff and have to like work through it.
Yeah.
How do you not get discouraged?
You know what? That was the thing. That's a good question because that was the thing that really has always like helped me stick with it because like everybody bombs, even the greats, and that's the thing that that I just keep in my mind. Like it's like, dude, like Chris Rock goes to the cellar every week and does garbage, like, but we don't see the greatness until the special or his road acts sometimes. You'll hear stories of Dave Chappelle right now, like people like, oh, I went to go see Dave Chappelle for 3 hours and an hour and a half was garbage. You know what I mean?
And that's like the GOAT. So you're just like, if that happens to him.
That's how the meat is made though. It's not just like, like comics are like trying to like, scam you or waste your time. That's literally how the art is made by like fire and trial and error.
It seems like an interesting way to work stuff out too, because you're like, and this is from a non-comic point of view. So I would see it as you're like the stage presence, you have the attention, and it has to be difficult to like make yourself comfortable enough to like fail or work through stuff.
Yeah, no,
'Cause,
for
I would
sure.
feel like for me, if I found something that worked, you'd want to like keep recycling it.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't work either.
You can, but I mean, you always have to remember. Well, it depends on wherever you want to take it. But if you want to take it far, man, you have to make more. You have to produce more. So,
What's the journey like when you're like going through in the struggle times? Like, oh, that's not funny. I'm just gonna throw that one out. Or what does that look like?
well, my philosophy about that kind of stuff is like you gotta believe in the joke, right? So, like I've had jokes where I'm like I believe in them, but they haven't worked. So I just like I don't throw them out. I just put them to the side. Might take a few month break from them, maybe a year or so, and then revisit it next year because I believe in it. And then all of a sudden, next thing you know, it's like connecting and making sense. Like after that space, has been given. But I feel like as long as you believe in the joke, man, keep trying it, bro. Like
That makes sense because sometimes when I'm watching comedy and like people don't laugh, and he's like, "Well, I think it's funny,"
yeah,
and it's like that's funny at the end of the day in itself. It's like, well, fuck y'all.
Yeah.
It is good. It's just not hitting right now.
yeah. And that's what I meant earlier about the demographic stuff. Like just like there's like basketball IQ, there's comedy like IQ for like audiences. It's like you have to know like okay, like this is some funny stuff. This actually happened to me and Sid. Like we did like this casino gig one time, and
Where was it at? Was it Muskogee or
Watonga.
Watonga? Because I knew it was somewhere that was a little further out.
Yeah. And it was like stuff like that. It was like an old black family reunion. So it's like stuff like that. It's like I'm not gonna tell certain jokes in front of like old black people that I would tell in front of like young like college kids. Because like older people in general, like they don't want to hear all that crude stuff or blah blah blah, but like the college kids will die laughing at that. So it's just reading the room, knowing the demographic, and performing accordingly.
What was the amount of time you all had to do at the casino?
I think it was like I think they pretty much gave us unlimited time, but me and him just basically just did 30 apiece.
That seems like a long time though.
Yeah,
Is that comfortable for you? 30 minutes?
now it is.
Now it is.
Back then it was a struggle, but we did it.
That wasn't even that long ago.
I feel like that was like 3 years ago.
Still, it's crazy how
4,
fast. Because
maybe.
you've been doing it 8 years, and
Yeah.
halfway through, it's still like hard to hit those times.
Mm-hmm.
But I would think 30 minutes seems like a long time. But since you have a stage presence, I bet you're comfortable like taking your time.
Yeah.
What's it like then when you are taking people on a journey? Because that's my favorite comedy. When someone like just, and you've done it to me when I've watched your shows where it's like, I'm invested. And
Yeah.
you're just listening. And then that punchline's at the end. But like a Dave Chappelle, or is it Ali Sadiq?
Ali Sadiq, yeah.
Yeah, so like something like that where he's just like taking you on a journey. Like, what is that like for you?
Do you mean like storytelling wise?
Yeah, because I feel like you kind of, but not just storytelling, because I feel like also you take your time with your jokes.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm getting rushed through like rapid fire. So I wondered what 30 minutes is like for you when you're like having these people on. Is it a series of jokes or kind of an idea of what you want that 30 minutes to be, or what is that?
Yeah, I have a skeletal framework in my head, and I just, it's kind of hard to talk about. It's just like, just Nike, just do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's a framework in my head, and then I'm just doing it and just, reading the room as I'm doing it, hoping that everyone stays on board. If I feel that I'm kind of losing them, then I have to like, kind of reel it back in,
I just feel like that's so much mental work
It
that's
really
going
is.
on while you're also keeping composure and like enthusiasm and remembering shit. Like,
Yeah.
that just seems like so much multitasking.
It is.
Especially because at any point, I would think that if you just like say the energy is going down, you're just like, fuck, this sucks.
Yeah.
Like you could just want to quit. And
Yeah.
you're just like, no, I'm going to keep riding the wave.
Nah, dude, sometimes I just turn, like, if I'm in a situation like that, I just turn into a dancing monkey. Like, this actually happened to me recently. This happened to me like 2-3 weeks ago. I was in Tulsa opening for this guy Clayton English, and on one of the shows, so Clayton, he gave out like some guest spots to a few local Tulsa comedians, right?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the comedians, I'm not gonna say her name. One of the comedians, she went up there and she bombed. Got nothing. Like, it was so bad and uncomfortable.
Just dead quiet.
Yeah, and I was the host, so as the host too, it's like my job to like basically landscape the energy of the room for other comedians,
Mm-hmm.
So she goes up there, dude, and just sucks the life out of the whole show. And I did not know what to do, so I went to dancing monkey mode. So I just went up there after her set, and I just like looked at the audience, didn't say anything. It was already dead silent. Everybody was just like silent. I just looked at it. I didn't say anything. I just started doing push-ups. And then I started doing push-ups. As I'm doing push-ups, they're still just confused because they're like, what? But then they start laughing a little bit because, the confusion is like, what the fuck is good? And then I get back up and I go, sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I just feel that I owed you 20 push-ups because she was so bad. And then that got the laugh and that reset the room. And then there was this like old military veteran in the front and he goes, that was only 19, motherfucker. And then I get back down on the ground and I do one more and then like everybody claps. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, yes, brought him back so now I can bring up the next act and we're not all just sitting here in,
That's hilarious though, because like, that's what I would want to see. The fact that you come out there and you just start doing push-ups. Like, I just felt like I owed you 20. It's like if you just ran suicides. Like, I just thought I owed you a couple laps.
Yeah.
That's good. And then the military, man. What? Like, why is he counting? Why is he counting?
And that motherfucker was lying, bro. I did 20, but you know what? I played it. I didn't debate with him. Like, hey, man, that was 20. It's like, nope. The customer is always white.
It would have been wild if you were hitting like the one arm, like just bodybuilder shit. But that is funny, like that you had to just like save the day.
Yeah, like, and that's what I meant. Like, to me, like, and look, I just randomly came up with that on the spot because it was like panic. But that's kind of what I mean, like dance monkey stuff, where it's like, well, I really don't have anything clever to say about this, so let me just do some weird physical comedy. I don't know, just something.
But there's beauty in that too, because it's like you have such a presence that you're okay, like just figuring it out with them. Yeah. You're like, this sucks, but I'm going to try this. And like, I just feel like it'd be way more natural to like panic or up there stuttering like, I don't know why she wasn't funny.
Or like, be mean to her, like be like, oh, like,
stupid bitch.
Wow, what kind of dumb cunt was that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like, you don't want to do that either because you don't want to, hurt people's feelings. Because you're the host,
you're playing both sides.
Yeah. Like, I have to, like, go face her in the green room. Like.
Oh, you got to tell me another funny, like, comedy story then. Because I'm sure you have a list of them, but, like, tell me something else that's funny. Because the push-ups I did not expect. Like, whether it's you messing up, someone you watched fuck up, even if it's something with Sydney, you've seen him mess up, like something funny for me.
I'm trying to think, man. I mean,
and if we have to come back to it, it's fine. But I just know you got some gold. Because you're a smart guy, so I know you've been in some interesting rooms.
Man, I'm trying to think, dude. I've had a lot. Some of them too are just like even like road stories. Like those are the funniest ones. Like just like doing the road and like the goofy stuff. Like actually, I will tell this one.
The best stories are when the person's laughing.
Like, I'm gonna like try to be like, I don't know. It's kind of inappropriate, but I'm not gonna like go too far with it. So it was me and a few other comic buddies. We were doing like a bunch of shows in Colorado. Mm-hmm. And one of them was a don't tell that was like in a gym.
What's a don't tell?
Don't tell comedy is
duh. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So
I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that.
So we were doing a Don't Tell comedy show in a gym, and then like so after the show, there was this like, I'm not gonna lie, super hot like redhead, like super tatted lady or whatever, and she like gets like everybody's Snapchat, and then she's like starts snapping us after the show and like inviting us to this like crazy sex dungeon thing. Here's the thing. We learned that Denver has a very freaky underground sex scene, right?
Wow.
And so it's like 5 of us, and we're all like, and she's all snapping us like, yeah, come to this. Like,
Anybody I know besides you or no?
Kayvon.
Okay.
Kayvon, I think Kayvon's probably the only person you would know.
Okay. They're lucky Sydney wasn't there. He would have fought y'all to get there first. He would have been like, hey, is she snapping y'all too?
Yeah. Oh my God. Oh yeah. And I'm glad I mentioned Kayvon. All right, actually, I'm not going to tell that part yet. Okay, so she starts snapping and like, she's like, yo, like, we have a glory hole. So I'm not going to lie, bro. At the time, I had a girlfriend who was another comic out of Dallas, right? And so me and this other comic, we were like, man, we're just going to go back to the Motel 6, dude. And then like the other comics, they went to this fucking sex dungeon. And they were all fucking, you know, having a time, having a blast.
It seems like that'd be so scary though.
Bro, they said that they literally, it's like a Chick-fil-A. They said they literally stood in line, like in a living room, waiting to get their dicks sucked by this redhead.
Wait. Oh, it was the tatted one. She
Yeah.
was the one servicing too.
Yeah.
Damn.
And then like, so me and this other comic, we went back to the sad Motel 6. By the way, this is all broke on the road shit. We were all splitting this one Motel 6 room.
Just a double bed.
Like 5 of them. It was like 4 or 5 of us.
So 2 in the beds, 1 on the floor.
Yeah.
I've been there.
So we go to the, like, so me and this other comic, we're all trying to be Christians and shit. Like, we're all like, all right, we're just going to drink Trulies while these guys fucking get laid. Like,
Yeah.
off the backs of our hard work.
I know. Look how faithful I am.
And then it pissed me off because I told my comedian girlfriend at the time, I was like, you know, trying to get points too, like, yeah, babe, I was faithful on the road, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, it was a glory hole. I wouldn't have counted that as cheating. And I just started fucking, I was
Like,
so mad
how are you supposed to guess that?
that I missed out on that. Now, funny thing, we mentioned Kayvon. The next day, the redhead girl kept snapping Kayvon and Kayvon only. And then they had this like weird like group chat thing where apparently, because this is how freaky the Denver shit gets. They had a thing where apparently Kayvon's won dick of the month.
They keep a record. Oh, shit.
Dude, yeah. Like in their little thing because, oh my God.
They're just flipping through the book like, nice, a little curved.
And dude, it was just, I mean, it's stuff like that, dude. Like
That's
road
wild.
stories are so fun, man. Like I've had so many fucking, that was like the most crazy, like and intense, but it's always some like fun stuff that happens on the open road, man. Like some interesting like stuff. It's like, yeah, no, I could write a book someday for sure.
Yeah, I mean, just already with the sex dungeon is crazy. But I try to imagine like, because I can get like why that would pique your interest. But I'm just trying to like, what are the thoughts going through their head when they're standing in line?
Yeah.
Like, are you still comfortable? Like, what are you feeling?
Just some sad, horny
like you're
bastards.
just sitting there standing.
Like-
what'd be worse is if they're talking sports and stuff.
Reading a
before.
magazine like a doctor's
Go
office.
ahead, Doug. I'll go next. That's crazy.
One of the homies was like, how do you know that girl was actually behind the curtains? The other homie was like, good point, but who cares? It felt good.
It was dim. The lights were purple. You're just like, whatever. Yeah. How often have you been on the road? Is that something you've done regularly through your career?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I went on the road a lot from like 2021 to 2020. Well, no, like 2020 to 2023.
That's where you probably do a lot of growing, right? Because you're trying different crowds and stuff.
Man, I haven't been on the road since, dude, because man, like now it's just like I just really go to like Tulsa and then like occasionally Texas. But like, man, like, I don't know, man. back in those 3 years, dude, I was doing the road more than I was doing anything here. And it was mostly just because I was getting booked more and stuff, which now that helps because, you know, I still have a lot of those connections and stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, hopefully it seems like the ball is rolling in a place where like I can, you know, actually maybe sell some tickets on my own.
Yeah.
So that's the goal, is to, you know, keep building that. So
How were they booking you on the road? Like, was it from social media or?
yeah, social media mostly. And then, you know, a lot of, you know, because comedians, like, we're like a network. So there'll be a lot of comics who they would do stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then the promoters and people they would work with would be like, oh, we want, you know, some more comics, blah, blah, blah. So they'll refer, you know, if you're cool with certain comics, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's how at least I've gotten some of my stuff, where it's like I've been referred a lot, which, you know, is a blessing.
It's so wild that networking shit is so real.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
when we're growing up, they tell us that it's like, it's who you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, your reputation and your skill set is the only reason.
Oh,
'Cause they
yeah.
didn't have to be booking you for other places, let alone local. So
And
that's
see,
crazy.
I'm very proud of that. I am really working like harder, like, cause like I need to be more like proactive, like with like, cause I do have a press kit. I do have all the professional stuff, but I hardly ever like send it. I have a whole spreadsheet of like all the festivals, when to apply to them, all the comedy clubs. But like, I don't ever really send it. I usually, man, it's just people reach out to me, and that's like, I've learned that that's rare. So I'm lucky, but I do want to get more proactive. But the reason why I don't really is because, you know, it's like that thing we were talking about earlier. I'm super hard on myself. I don't think I'm super ready for all that yet, because if I get that ball rolling, like, you know, you open Pandora's box, you can't close it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to put myself in a position where I like overshoot, where I'm like, oh, like I think I'm so ready to like be this big headliner, headlining everywhere. And then it's like, no, you're really not. You know what I mean? So I just want to keep honing my craft, and then, you know, I'll know when I'm ready. But
You think
until
so?
then, I'll just take, you know, whatever I can get, essentially.
I wonder if you'll ever know that, though, because I feel like we would, I don't know, I feel like we'd be in a space where you'd never really think you're ready. But since you started, you know, like you were good from the beginning, maybe it would be, when the time is right, like just unlocking a new level, and then you see another side of you didn't even know.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, to tell you the truth, like, it's not like on some like weird like gloom and doom thing. I think
No,
I'm
no.
close.
Yeah.
I think honestly, that level I'm talking about, me being ready, I think probably in the next like year and a half.
That's cool that you
Like, I think I'm close. Like,
Yeah,
it is quantifiable to me in my head, but I'm just saying I'm not there yet.
That's probably even cooler, though.
So I don't want to be
know.
like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and so that's why I'm happy I have like, you know, some of the network I have, and even like some of the resources I have, because it's just nice to have these things in your pocket. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I'm sorry, bro. I started laughing because I started thinking of that Denver shit again. Because just, bro, if Sydney would have been with you, we would be hearing a whole nother story.
Oh yeah, dude, Sydney knows the glory hole story. And of course, I love that you brought him up, because, you know, when we told us, man, boy, that was a movie out there. Your boy was making some moves.
Oh, my gosh. Man, well,
Shout out to Denver, though. That's one of my favorite cities to do comedy.
why?
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, I just love, you know what it is? I'll admit it. They love me out there. I love that they love me.
So it's just natural. You can kind of flow a little better because it's receptive.
Yeah, dude. Like, I don't think I've ever bombed in Denver. Shout out to Ali Kareem. He's one of my favorite comics out there. Like, even the local comics out there, they're really cool. Like, I just love that place. You
That's
know?
cool. Yeah, you never know where it'll be a home away from home.
Yeah.
That's dope. What do you have going like now, as far as not only like your shows coming up, but like your mindset? Like, what's the goal right now? Because I know you've been doing nasty work for months with Sydney at Twisters, and that's been amazing, just seeing the growth in that. But like, where's your head at right now with comedy, since you are a year and a half from being ready in your eyes? Like,
Honestly, I really want to build like my YouTube right now. You know, kind of lean into that character Sleaze Harvey with the red suit. I kind of want to I want to make I want to just start utilizing that for like content. I'm thinking like, I'm probably going to do like a podcast, but like as Sleaze Harvey, you know, and kind of do the SNN news show and just, you know, be over the top.
And it'll just be you, unless you want to guess. So that'll be nice for you to crank them out.
Yeah. And I'm a big fan of professional wrestling, and I kind of want to dip my feet into like streaming, but do like Sleaze Harvey streaming wrestling.
Damn.
And pretend that I'm an announcer and just kind of, you know, get jokes off that way. Crazy. Yeah. So really just focusing on content.
That's so specific. Be Sleaze Harvey and commentate pro wrestling. Like that's
because I get to combine my loves. You know, I got comedy, I got, you know, wrestling, you know, I get to be, you know, an idiot on camera and then hopefully get rewarded for that with an audience and maybe some money, you know?
Yeah. Right. Man, as far as the nasty work, what is that your first time having something that's regular as far as a show that's consistent?
That is as far as like,
I mean in one place.
Producing a show. Is it? I think that might be the second one. Hold on, let me think about this. Yeah, I think. No, yeah, that's my first show I've ever produced in comedy.
That's just dope, man. Because I was talking to Sydney, and we don't talk as much, but I'll express the same thing to you. Like, I watched Kill Tony, and it's been going like 13 years or something. And I'm always telling him, I'm like, bro, from what I've heard of the earlier shows to what I saw, and that was still like 2 months ago. So I know you all have gotten better since then. I was like, this is something that years down the line, like, is going to just evolve into something crazy. Because I felt like the game show style was good. Like I said earlier, you all's different styles, but building off each other. So I don't know. I feel like you all have something really good there.
Yeah. And honestly, dude, that's how like the Sleaze Harvey thing came about. That was a complete accident, all off of nasty work, you know? And now that's just, like I said, kind of a thread I'm trying to pull because people like that character. And it's like, oh, okay. Like, you know, once again, I'll dance monkey dance.
Were there any things with producing that show that like were difficult to you, or is everything on the comedy side pretty natural?
For nasty work?
Yeah. Like,
oh my God.
Like scheduling it and practicing and stuff?
I think doing nasty work is harder to pull off than just doing stand-up. Because there's so much, because it is so produced, and we are so ambitious with how, like, what we're trying to, you know, build and put out there. Like, I would always be telling Aaron that, like, Aaron from Twister's Comedy Club, shout out
Aaron, yeah.
Where it's like, man, like, what we're trying to do is hard and has almost never been done before. I mean, there have been similar concepts to nasty work, like I'm sure, like in the comedy sphere, like globally, but nasty work is original and our like baby, but like it's also hard to do because of like the production value and all of that stuff, man. It's really tough to pull off. So it's like, you know, it's just so much work. Yeah. I mean,
and then how long's the show usually? A little over an hour?
Yeah, we usually try to keep it about hour 15. We try to cap it at an hour and a half, but we shoot for an hour 15.
It's wild because it's the same thing with like when you're writing those 30 minutes of jokes out, like having to condense.
Yeah.
You all have to be like entertaining, keeping the crowd involved, like so much shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot, man.
But I will say, you know, seeing it, that time I did see it, I was like, no, like this was actually entertaining, which I always love. Like when it's someone like you or Sydney putting on a show like that and it's that entertaining, I'm like, they have to have something because obviously someone like us is going to be harder because we know them. And so I think it's really cool to still enjoy it and like be dying laughing and following the characters and things. It's just...
And a lot of it too is like improv. So that's part of the hard part of it is like setting up the right skeletal frame so that we can improv off of.
What do you mean skeletal frame?
Like picking the right games, having the right, like, because we like intentionally orchestrate the situations and then just riff and improv amongst that. So it's just about picking the right stuff that is the most like entertaining and just fun, man. Just fun.
That's cool though that you found an outlet, because I know that that's everyone needs something they do for just fun. Luckily, you do it for fun and work, but I'm sure it really feeds like your creative side, especially being in music and things.
Yeah.
Is that mainly your only thing, is music and comedy as far as like your outlets?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I play video games. I play World of Warcraft. I read. You know, that's pretty much it.
Reading sex dungeon books?
Nah, dude, I read fucking, like, I'm reading this book right now called How to Hide Your Assets and Disappear. And I'm not even...
I love that. No, bro.
I'm learning a lot in that book.
I need to write that down. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, like...
I love that.
I'm on
You're like, oh, I'm absolutely with that.
Well, it's funny, like, the maturity you get in certain areas. Like, we're talking about, like, some crazy, funny moments. And then it's like, oh, but hide your assets. We're professional now. Like, let me lock in. But... I know you said you have shows coming this month, and then you've got that big headline show in the summer. But what is something like people should be on the lookout for? What's the show in December? What's the shows coming up? Things like that.
The show in December, I'm going to be opening up for Latrez Anderson at Bricktown Comedy Club, OKC, December 18th.
I think hopefully we can get this out right before then or right around there. Either way.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Other than that, that's the only thing I have on the books currently other than the summer show. But like I said, bro, like things just pop up. So, you know, there's always something.
You kind of mentioned when we were getting coffee, like that the summer show is a big deal for you. Can you tell me like why, for someone that doesn't know the stages of comedy as well? Like why that's such an important...
Personally, it's a big deal for me because it's like, I would say it's the second time I've like officially headlined. Like first time was actually a few months ago in Tulsa. And that was like my first time in 8 years, like headlining. Wow. And it went good. And it was also like a milestone for me of like, cause I was up there like 50 minutes.
Damn.
And it killed the whole thing. Everything went perfect. And that felt so good. Cause it was like, holy shit. Like, well, I was up here like almost an hour. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I did it. Like I did the thing. Like this is what the masters of the craft do for a living.
All that work you did.
Yeah, every weekend you gotta do multiple shows, multiple hours, but you have to be able to do a funny hour. And I feel like I did it. And then so now I get my second chance to do that again, and we're selling tickets. And honestly, that first one, like, it wasn't that much money. If I could sell out this one, it was a little check. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it would be like I call it the beginning of the beginning.
Yeah.
So that's what it like feels like. That's why I'm excited about it and proud of it.
Yeah, you should be. With the one, that's crazy that you do almost 8 years and then a few months ago have like a big milestone.
Well, yeah.
That shows how much dedication you have to have.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So much further down the line.
Oh, dude, I gotta talk about this. This is the craziest thing. This happened this weekend, man. Okay, so Kayvon, he hits me up on Sunday and he was like, "Hey man, do you want to come to Tulsa with me?" He's like, "I'm gonna go do a guest spot for Jeff Dye." I don't know if you ever heard of him.
Yeah, I just saw you post a picture with him.
Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do a guest spot with Jeff Dye, dude. Do you want to just come hang? Blah blah blah." And at first I was reluctant because I was just like, I don't know, man. I kind of got stuff to do around the house, blah blah blah. But then I was like, yeah, I'll go. So I go up there and I'm just hanging out with them, and then like we're like in the green room, and Jeff Dye is like, "Hey man, you want to do a guest spot?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah, dude." Absolutely. I didn't even hesitate. I didn't try to act like humble. No, yeah. I was like, yes, and yes. And then so, I go do my spot. Dude, I killed, bro. I had an amazing time. Like, he has a really fun audience. I like his audience because they're a comedy audience. They're there to laugh. They're not like, "Oh my God.
Oh, that was dark.
You said gay on stage." But, had a good time doing the show. And then Isaac Hansen, multi-platinum recording artist, Isaac Hansen from the Hansons, was in the audience, and he comes up to me after the show. I didn't even know it was him, bro. I just thought it was just some random dude. And like, he's like, bro, you were funny as shit, bro. Like, and then I was like, thanks, man, blah, blah. And then like all the other comics, they're like, do you know who that is? I was like, no, who's that? They're like, that's fucking Isaac Hansen. I was like, oh, for real? I was like, that's badass. And then all of us are like hanging out after the show, dude. I'm like smoking cigars with like Isaac Hansen and fucking Jeff Dye and shit. Like, it was fucking badass. Like, it that meant a lot, because then we went to a blues bar after the cigar bar, and then I'm like, Isaac Hansen comes up to me again, and he's like, bro, I mean that shit. Oh. Like, and I'm like, multi-platinum recording artist Isaac Hansen thinks I'm funny. Mm-hmm. We're doing something, boys. We're doing something.
You're like, wrap it up.
Yeah.
No, it's wild though, because like that's that opportunity and that networking you don't know what you could miss. You could have just stayed home in your comfort zone.
Dude, I almost didn't go.
It would have been so easy.
Yeah.
And then you go, and then you're just supposed to hang.
Yeah.
An opportunity comes.
Yeah,
and you were ready.
And I was even telling Jeff Dye, man, like, I was trying to chill, because like I like shook his hand 100 times. It's like, bro, I'm so grateful. You know what I mean? Like, because he didn't have to do that at all.
Man, and I bet he senses that though, because someone did it for him at some point. Like,
yeah,
there was a time he was just hanging out, and someone was like, "Hey, you want to do this?"
Yeah, no, that's exactly what he told me. He was like, "Bro, I get it, bro. Like, I know how it is, man. It's no problem." And it made me feel good, dude, because even when we were in the cigar bar, his opener, shout out to Chris Bowers, like, I was kind of like geeking a little bit, because like Chris is like telling Jeff about one of my jokes on stage, and I'm like, "We're doing it.
That is so cool,
doing
dude.
it."
I know, like, even though you said you're like not trying to be humble, it's like you're still expressing how you feel. But I know deep down, like, that's just like so much affirmation to be inducted with your crowd, about your craft. That's so, I love that for you, honestly.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, for sure. Because it's not a surprise though. That's the part I always love. Like with people like yourself or other entrepreneurs that I know, whatever field, it's like when they get those blessings, it's like a surprise, but not fully. It's like, no, you worked for it. So it's like, it's almost in due time, but you had to be ready. You
went that's what I mean. Like, as far as like, that's why I try not to, because I have a million opportunities to put myself in different positions that would be elevated than this. But like, I genuinely believe that I'm not ready yet, but I believe that I'm close. And, stuff like that even tells me that I am close. Like, I'm right about my own internal gauge,
Well, and for it to be like off the cuff.
Yeah.
Not planned. And he's like, hey, you want to do a spot, and you kill it. It's like, I don't know. That's pretty dope, because I know that that's got to be an accolade. I mean, even just going for the hang was cool.
Yeah.
But then you get a whole nother level.
Yeah, that was enough for me, dude. I would have took a picture with bro anyway, acting like I did something.
Comedy, what's up, gang?
Yeah. I'm like, I'm invited to the green room. I don't care if I didn't
You take
perform.
A picture with each room, like cigar lounge, blue cigar.
Fuck it, I'm a groupie, dude.
That's so cool, bro. Have you like thought of starting back on the road, or you like building what you're doing here?
Yeah, I definitely would get back on the road, man, but I'm just gonna build what I do here for now, especially, like I was saying with the little kiddo. I have to really like plan more, It can't just be rogue like it used to be.
I wonder if that's gonna make you better though, because you've like honed your skill set, but now you have to hone your schedule, and maybe like those moments you are scheduled for comedy will just be even more impactful.
You know what's crazy about that? I was in traffic the other day thinking that exact same thought, like being like, yeah, like now, like even like working out open mics, like they really have to count.
Because you can't just be up there chilling, smoking cigarettes for 5 hours.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah. I can't. So it's like, man, I gotta make every moment count now, dude.
Mm-hmm. Well, the cool part about that though is like you paid your dues in that 8 years. Mm-hmm. Like you got the times of the hang or just being around comics. Now you can come in and be efficient.
I'd even say I'm still paying dues. I don't think the dues are fully paid.
I'm sure it's a long journey.
Yeah.
Because even those greats you're talking about, they've been doing it a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Who's some of your favorite comics?
Honestly, Ben, my favorite of all time is Patrice O'Neal.
For sure.
I love him so much. Of course, of course, I'm a Dave guy. Dave Chappelle all day. Dave Attell. I love all the Daves.
Yeah. Anyone I wouldn't know that I should listen to?
Let me think. I don't know, because as far as contemporary guys, bro, I love like Schultz.
He's pretty funny.
Jeff Dye. Like that's what's cool, even getting to perform with him, because I was the one who even put Kayvon onto him, because Kayvon got to open up. That's how they met. Kayvon got to open up for him last year. And he was like, man, I'm opening it up for this dude, Jeff Dye. I'm like, for real? What? And he was like, why are you acting like that? I'm like, Jeff Dye fucking rules, bro. Who else do I love in the new era? Man, there's so many. Like, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I'm a huge fan, I hate to say this, of Whitney Cummings. The only reason why I hate to say it, because fucking, everybody hates on her, but she rules.
She's pretty damn funny.
Like, yeah, I don't care what people say. Like, she fucking rules.
She's funny. I like her because, like, no matter what she says, if it's super reckless, like, you do not know how to take it, as far as, like, if you're a shitty audience. Like, I bet they're just melting, just pissed off at, like, everything she's saying.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool that, you started your first time and you did well, because it could have went the other way and you just, like, quit. Yeah. But to know, like, 8 years in, not even paying all your dues, but you're, like, starting to reap some rewards, even though you've got a lot of blessings throughout. But yeah, that Jeff Dye thing is dope. And, like you said, the beginning of the beginning. I think that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, man.
Is there or this is personal for me, I feel like when you do start doing some road stuff, like, you're going to have to force Sydney out of his comfort zone. Because I feel like he would be one that would do well, like, trying other areas. I see him in Oklahoma City. Oh, yeah. I feel like that'd be where your mentorship came in, where it's like, no, bro, you got to go fail in these other states a bit and learn. But
I'll be like, dude, got to quit your engineering job. We made it.
We made it.
He'll be like, I don't know if I want to quit my job. Like, well, I mean, I could get you some money on every show, bro. Like, I could make this a job for you, but you have to pick one or the other if you're gonna
go
sharpen that sword for real. Like, we got the platform now. Let's get it.
Well, man, I appreciate you sharing some of your story, especially the Denver. That's gonna go down. Because I'm always gonna think.
I love that you're stuck on.
I'm stuck on it because I know who your great friend Sydney is, and I'm like, bro, he's so lucky he wasn't there. We may never seen him again.
Oh yeah, he just moves out there.
He's just like, no, I've been living with this redhead for 8 years. No, they're all her friends, I promise. But I appreciate you, bro. If you got anything else you wanted to share, go ahead. But I appreciate you sharing the space.
Oh man, I mean, nothing in particular, man. No, I just really like to promote the June 13th, the headlining show at Twisters Comedy Club, man. I'm trying to sell that motherfucker out.
Bro, I'm excited for you.
I'll text you the ticket link, man. Put it in the bio, dude. Let's spread it out, get the word. Come support me, man. Gonna be working really hard the next 7 months on having everything nice and tight. We're gonna make that night a movie.
Man, before we wrap up then, what's the timing like? Is it like an hour? Mm-hmm. Damn. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm excited, man. We'll share it, of course, but maybe even come on like right before it's about to come, like right before June.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
and just post another one, and you can plug it some.
Do a summer one, okay.
Yeah, lock it in.
Maybe my PR guy, I'll send him up here, Sleaze Harvey.
Oh shit! I'd be like, hey, I've never met you, sir. How you doing? But I know we haven't got to spend a ton of time one-on-one together. Even though we've known each other for probably 15 years or something since we grew up around the same area. Yeah. But I really do appreciate getting to learn more about you, because it's the more layers I go through with you, it's like the more interesting you become with, like, not only your mindset, but the comedy. I've heard you doing freestyles at Traxxas, but also had a deep talk outside. But I see how much you care about, like, the ones around you and your own journey. So I just appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man.
Of course.
That's love, man.
Keep going, man.
Keep going.
Keep going. Thank you, bro.